Good morning and happy Saturday. Excuse me. I'm back to my studio, my favorite place to be, at my table here, and I thought I would invite you to join me. About a year and a half ago, maybe, give or take, after my surgery, I treated myself to a frosted bramble cover. I'm going to get close so that you can see this up close. Frosted Bramble on Etsy. I have, I think, 2 or 3 of her pieces. I have a full journal, and then I have just this cover, and I've been saving it. And now that spring is upon us, I've decided to get this out and maybe have a little fun with some of my pieces that I shared with you in the last video. This one she labeled Scented Garden, and if you can notice, this is slow stitching. Very little machine stitching except for putting the outside and inside cover together. But the rest of this is all hand sewn. Isn't this lovely? And silk sari in this beautiful pale pink. I just love it. And these flowers that she does, and they're just many layers of sari. And here are some lace leaves. And look at this stitching, the stems and leaves for the flowers. A piece of fabric with some, probably using a marking pen, and attached with slow stitching. And on the back, we have more of an emphasis on, I have a little bit of water, more of an emphasis on background fabrics. And aren't they lovely? Let's go inside now so that I can open this out flat. I don't know why this is getting pokey. It's getting slow, but it's been 720 videos, so I guess it has a right to. The inside of the journal cover. Isn't this just a cat's whiskers? And her lovely label, Frosted, Frosted Bramble, Bramble. And here is the cover. And isn't it something? Over the spine of the book, she put this lovely piece of green lace, and it just makes the front and back cohesive. So, there is our destination. We're about to take the first step. I think I'm going to keep this right over here as inspiration. I did this masterboard a while ago, at least probably 1 to 2 years ago, and it's on white, heavyweight. I would call it heavy. I can put this through my printer, so I'm sure you could. This is from Michaels, and I think it's their Recollections, and it's heavier weight than copy paper, but it has a little heft to it. So I thought I would use this first visit with my new journal, spring journal, by cutting this up, and I was going to cut it up immediately, but I think all I'm going to do immediately is take off these white edges and attach large pieces of background paper here, so that that will be the writing spot, and then we can cut it up into tags or pockets, etc. Yes, let's do that. That's my plan. I hope that all of you are well. and maybe squeeze in some crafting this weekend. I think sooner or later I'm going to have to put a new blade here. Let's see, this one would go here. No, it wouldn't. You just cut that, Carol. Error number 1. And this one. There we are. Now, is there an uppy downy? No. Okay, that's a good thing. Let's find some big bits. Let's find some bigger ones. I think I might be able to get about everything I need out of that bag. I don't think I'll need to go into this one. I don't think that now. Let's see what happens. This is one of the last ones I used, and I do love these papers. So, I'm going to use that one. That one. And this one. And some of this. Oh, I have good choices here. I don't think I'm going to use this. It's not talking to me today. Maybe up here. And, oh, definitely. Oh, definitely twice. Antique papers from Rachel at Roxy Creations. I think I like that one better because it's got different font. And I believe I'm going to keep these two pieces. Old music paper. Let's see, I think right there might be nice. What else can we find in here? Well, before I find, why don't I attach these? Good suggestion, thank you. I heard someone say it. This is a typical chilly North Florida morning, but not, it will warm up during the day to remind us that we're in Florida, even though it's North Florida, and we do have more seasons than the rest of the state. This coffee dyed paper was purchased because those of you who know me know that I'm not a person in love with doing that. So there are so many people who do such a lovely job. is. It gets away from me sometimes. Let's do this one. Let's see where the glue is on here because it's a particularly sticky glue. I think we got some up here. Good. I'll go right here and use the lighter side. This is a magazine, as you can see, that I use for this project because I'm trying very hard not to be wasteful. Oh, maybe if you put it on correctly, Carol, it would help. There's number 2. I'm going to try to keep myself to 3 strikes today. I wonder what our chances are. This was from summer 2018. Which side do I want? Well, there's hardly any appreciable difference here. Well, there are numbers in this one, so that that tells me which way is up. It says 1896 there. That's not. It was obviously someone was doing shorthand about 1896 because the book wasn't that old. And one more. I hope that you have tried doing this because, number 1, it's useful. Boy, oh boy, is it useful to be able to cut this paper up and end up with quite a handful of tags and pockets, writing spots, envelopes, or any. Sky's the limit. Alrighty, now let's see what's next. Oh, nice. I think that's, yes, I believe that's German. And I love the font. So I think that's going to go right there. And I'm going to use this side because there's more of that pretty font. Going to have a few smaller pieces because we're going to have some gaps. That's okay. Now, what's next? What is next in here that we just absolutely have to have? That might work for one of the gaps. Another piece. This was, I believe, a German to French teaching book of some nature. So, oh yes. Or oh yes up there, and oh yes down here. Let's do this one. Let's do this one right here. And another one in about half. This should do. No. Yes. Just. I do love these old pieces because they have interesting fonts sometimes, and that and the quality of the paper. And you'll notice that I had my fingernail pressed a little too tightly, and boom, gone. So I'm glad we're using this for this purpose. Okay. This one we'll put down here. This one. This one up here. I cannot wait on, because I want to get to the fun bit in which we cut this masterboard up and see what we're going to do, because these pieces are going to go into this spring journal. And I'm going over the edge so that I can trim. Okay, where did it go? It's gone. I always lose it. And you know what I'm talking about. There it is. If it got any bigger, it would bite. Okay. So we need one more decent sized piece and then a couple of littlies. Let's see. There's some pieces in here that are a little bit heavier. Ooh. Oh, this is a little bit heavier, but no, it isn't. No, it isn't. And isn't it just perfection? Right there. Yes. I don't know where this paper came from, but it's not young. I mean, I've had it myself for quite a while, and I think it came in some sort of a paper pack or on a pad. I don't know. Whatever it is, it found a good home right here. Is it wide enough? No, it is not. No, it is not, but I think these two pieces will declare the background finished. One there, and one there. on there. There is absolutely no reason on this earth why you couldn't just put one piece of paper back here. But I felt like doing some collage today, so here it is. Well, I always feel like doing some collage. It's my go-to. I love it. It makes me feel happy. Done. In fact, it didn't take too long to do. Now we have to trim the edges. Put this one away. Put these away in my neutral section. I've been promising myself that I was going to go through this and get out the really small ones for clusters and keep them in a separate place. Well, I've been promising myself. It's been a while now. And my go-to scissors. In strange ways, scissors like this are become your go-to, and then they last and last, and all of a sudden it's no more. It's like they go on strike. For some reason I can get very close with these, and they're not hard on the hands. Oh, this is a good one. I'm going to give this a chance to dry, which probably will take 15 to 20 minutes. And I'll be back when it's dry and we can cut and we can begin playing. Everything done? Yes. So I will be returning, and we can move on. There we are. I'll be back when this is dry. Well, here I am back. I watched a little bit of a video from Rachel at Roxy Creations, and she's so inspiring that I was getting very comfortable. And so here I am, bringing my glass of protein drink, my 11Z as I call it. My 11Z is a new thing in my life because I'm on a crusade to gain weight after what the treatment took off me. And it's not, let's see, right there. And if it's not, it's really not an easy thing to do. It really isn't. Just not an easy thing. And I have always been a huge eater, and I love to cook. I think maybe across here. That's what I'm thinking. But I lost 25 pounds, which I could have, I didn't realize it was happening, and all of a sudden, you know, those therapies, they do take it from you. So I'm trying. Righty. This week I'm going to a nutritionist to get some tips. Now let's see. Is that going to do? Yes. Yes. Just about there. And shall I do 2 writing spots or 2 journaling cards? I'm thinking I might like that. I love to do them. I love the shape of them. I mean, I do tags, but not to the extent that other people do, because the shape is not as conducive as an almost square. But I might just grow up here and do this, because that would give me 4 tags to put in pockets. Well, that having been said, here goes the pockets. Sorry, the tags. Ooh. Oh, my. Number 3. And it could be a belly band too. I think I'll keep that as a belly band. Let's see where we are. We have there, and there, there. Oh my. Oh my. Let's see what we have on the back. Very good. I'll have to remember to look at the back. Okay. And, okay, now what will I do? Well, I'm going to start out doing something that I really love. There. That will be number 1 for today. Maybe that might be all, but already the fun is waiting. Wasn't I off the beam? Okay. I'm thinking to put a little bit of a frame on there before I begin, but not with tea dye or any of those. I don't get that feeling with spring. I might try putting a little bit of green on there. Let's see what we have. We'll try. We'll just try. Let's see what we want on the edge here. I don't want it to be dark. I just want it to be a hint. So we'll go with Peel to Paint. And small corner punch. Very good, just a little corner. And one more. Done. Yes, we needed that. I'm going to leave that out so that I don't forget what color we decided on. Do I have any little birdies left? I probably don't. I have an awful feeling that I might not have any little birdies left. I think I have run out of little birdies. I know I had some at some point. Ah, there they're hiding. Little birdies. Let's see what little birdie we might want here. Boy, I don't have many little birdies, and that's a spring birdie if ever there was. Nope. Here's a nice little one. Nice little pair of spring birdies. too little. Just when you want a little one, there, it's just too little. I like that robin, though. But do I like it here? Nope. Changed my mind. Changed my mind. Well, I'm going to start out seeing if I can't find a neutral something that would look pretty on here. Something as a background. That might be nice. Let's see what other choices we have, though. Never settle on that first one. You have to do a little auditioning. Anything. Or a piece of dictionary. I want something small because yes, I think we have a piece of this, and I'm going to, these three sides are cut, so I'm going to cut. That's a start. Let's see what we have in anything here in pink that might. First thing I put my hand on was a birdie garden figurine. This always comes through for me. Always. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to leave that little bit of greenery. And now, this is going to be a decision as to whether or not I want. Be careful with that little beak. Let's see if we can just do that. Oh, yeah, let me see. Let's look at it now on the big screen. Yes, but it needs something else, too. I'm going to keep that because I'll bet I can use that someplace else. Not the birdies. Okay, scissors out of the way. We need something. What do we need? I know what. Some a very tiny, small oh, very small oh, that would focus the eye, but it's a little too big. We'll leave it out. Okay, let's see what we have here that might be nice and small. Could be. Or it could be this smaller one. The only reason I took this one out, or I'm in process of, is because it works with those greens. It definitely works with those greens. And before I do anything further, I'm going to put just the tiniest touch of green on the dictionary page. Let's go up high so that more green shows. And birdie among the greens down here. Okay, let's get this down. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Very fine dictionary paper. Remember the day when it used to be really not easy to turn pages in a thick dictionary. And now the birdie. I'm just going to put that there because it just absolutely calls for going with those leaves. Come on, birdie. This is not a time. Oops. Whoops. Well, this is a happy accident. And the color, and the color, and the color. Maybe a little something something back here. That might just do it. I don't know why this is going here, but it is. Oh, gracious. Just gracious. Here we go. Just this little guy, and so we have a writing spot and a birdie. That is definitely happy making. I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to keep that on my desk up here. And let's just see what we have for today. Here we are, and here, and all of our pretties. And over here, let me put this back. And for our tower for today, our job for today, I'm looking at my baskets and they're starting to lean a little bit. They kind of, I associated leaning tower with what I'm looking at. I have to rethink or redo because that's precarious. So, there it is. I do hope that you have enjoyed. I'll bring it up a little bit closer for you. And there's the garden ornament when I wanted a small birdie, and I'm not upset about that dark metal because of the doodling outline. And the little piece left from the birdie, and one of my prize labels. If you have enjoyed today's springish visit, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I would appreciate your subscribing to my channel. Bye now.